matter that you came here to chill with me. I appreciate you. Y'all might notice that there's a whole lot going on in the news today. And I got to be honest with you. I'm over here really just trying to organize. I mean, it's just so much going on from New Orleans to Queens to Houston to North Korea. We got Las Vegas with Cybertrucks trying to send mission statements. We got so much going on today that here at Bugatti View, the bottom line is I'm just going to tell y'all, let's get into it because it's crazy. Hoping y'all having a fantastic January 2nd. Got them bills paid and y'all on y'all way to work, whatever y'all got to do, getting back home, getting back into the natural swing of things because that's what these terrorists are really out here trying to do. What they're trying to do is make us nervous. They're trying to scare us. They're trying to get us to the point where we don't really want to go anywhere. And I got to be honest with you, we got a lot of mixed words going on with different newscasts and different reporters and different people trying to send different messages saying like, you know, this is not a terrorist attack. These are not these are not like coincided together. There's nothing like organized going on. I'm honestly sad to tell you guys that the truth is I really think that a lot of this stuff is coordinated. I really feel as if there's real terrorists aiming at being scaring us and basically doing things which can really hurt us right now. So I got to be honest with you. When I say this, I feel as if we really need to be on our P's and Q's and watch what's going on out here. I'm going to try to dial back from the words that I'm stating because I'm not trying to get in trouble for anything that I'm saying because certain words definitely can send out certain negative messages and even for the algorithm. So I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is make sure that we focus on the bottom line today. We got a lot of stories. We got a lot of sub stories to go into. Hopefully you guys will be patient with me. I appreciate you coming. I thank you for your time. And let's get into it. What are we talking about this morning? Today it's Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. Here at the bottom line. A man kills 15 people, crashes into a New Orleans crowd. And we actually see a photo here of this person. And this is the one that actually committed this crime. This person here was actually radicalized. I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm just going on what I feel right now because of his background. He was in the army. He definitely has army training. And they say that they're looking for people who are actually affiliated with what's going on with that. Also, we've got, I'm sorry, Xi Jinping. I don't really know how to say his name. He's basically coming back with North Korea. They're vowing tough anti-American policies ahead of Trump administration, which means things aren't going to be as easy as Trump would like it to be. There's other allies and other enemies who are formatting and building up their armies. So this guy here feels as if he doesn't really care what America has to say right now. They have to forfeit and strengthen up their army in order to be a force to fight off South Korea, China, and other armies which are developing and, you know, are formidable allies right now. So we got also another thing which I want to keep in the realm of what's happening to us right now is a form of error. And that's with the Cybertruck that was engulfed in flames outside of the Trump Tower in Las Vegas. Not only was it engulfed in flames, there was someone driving the Cybertruck, and it looked as if someone was in front of the tower that may have been affected and could have possibly lost their lives. Again, I got to be careful with the language that I speak because it's still YouTube. So we have a 9-piece banger. Again, I hope you guys will bear with me. There's so much notes. I almost got like 2 pages. Just want to get this done. I want to get you guys the best information that I can because everything that happened is going to get covered today. Let's get into it. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm being slick when I do this, by the way. All the other stuff when I'm talking and doing this, I'm being slick trying to find the clips. I'm going to let y'all in on the truth. But I appreciate you guys. Like, share, and subscribe so that you know when I'm on. Sorry, I'm 2 minutes late. Won't happen again. Let's keep it going. Yep. All right, okay. So how we gonna do this first? We gotta do the we gotta do this one. We gotta do this one first. We gotta do this first. Let's go here.
Fired at officers just moments after he plowed his truck into a busy. New Orleans police now say the suspect opened fire at officers just moments after he plowed his truck into a busy crowd on Bourbon Street. The suspect is now dead after that gunfight, but it's still unclear if the individual was killed by police or took their own life. Let's bring in Paul Morrow, Fox News contributor and retired NYPD inspector. Paul, thank you for joining us. I want to get your take on this. It comes as we're just getting small bits by bits. We're hoping to get more from the FBI and, of course, a press conference coming, Paul. But the local New Orleans police media is reporting that the city council president, Helena Moreno, says that this attacker was, quote, not a local and was dressed in full military gear. What's your reaction?
So for them to try to say that it wasn't a terror threat, that's kind of crazy right there. Dressed in full military gear. Plus, what was the other part? Two police officers were the ones that actually brought him down, but they also got shot in the crossfire. They got hit in crossfire, and they've identified him, and they say that he's accompanied. So there's not just one person. They're looking for more people, not just him, and doing this thing right here. They feel as if that there's more people that's involved in this situation, and they're of course they're investigating it.
So as you guys mentioned earlier, this is very reminiscent of the terrorist attack that occurred on the West Side Highway, executed by a guy named Saifullah Saipov. I was actually on scene for that, and it has a lot of that footprint. A vehicle attack on a holiday. In Saipov's case here in New York, it was Halloween. He couldn't gain access to the Halloween parade because of prophylactic measures that the NYPD had taken by parking trucks and other things to secure the event. And so he went along the West Side Highway, called an audible, and did what he did. This is very reminiscent of that, and that is, believe me, the kind of thing that's on the mind of investigators here. The FBI, as we know, has the lead. Yep. What they're going to be looking for this to be a terrorist event, and that's still a little vague, is for a connection to a foreign power.
Paul, let me jump in. Fox News.
No, let you not, because for you to say that it's possibly a terrorist attack, you don't know what you're talking about. There's no such thing as possible when it comes down to something like this actually happening and killing people. Come on, man. Terror attack, period, bottom line. Don't know what's going on and everything like that. This man was basically radicalized, and he was activated at a certain time in order to be told to do this. This was not something of a one-time thing. He was actually in the army, and there's a video footage of him actually doing stuff like this, podcasting and vlogging. So this person is not like some person from overseas or whatever. This is what we have to worry about now. It's all symbolic, and it all means something. Hope I don't get in trouble for it, but we going there today. I got more. Let's keep it going, because this is real right here.
PD going to be working alongside state.
Nah, buddy, stop.
Going to be working alongside state and local investigators as well.
And they didn't answer questions there. They said that they will provide more information a little later. But I want to point out again that Special Agent Duncan from the FBI said that this was not a terrorist attack here.
Right.
Mayor LaToya Cantrell did refer to it as such. Not to dwell.
Years morning. Tell us about
that. This was not a terrorist attack.
This was not a terrorist attack. Your audio sucks too, because it ain't me today, baby. The mics is right. There's not a terrorist attack? Like, come on. Like, you still...
Either way, someone driving at a high rate of speed in a pickup truck, avoiding and ignoring barriers to crash into a group of people, killing at least 10, injuring at least 35 others, is very much so terroristic. So again, this investigation well underway as we work to learn more about who was behind the wheel.
When you mentioned who behind the wheel, I know that even with us, the big question is what happened to that person? Is there more than one person involved? Right now, police did not allude to anything other than it being just one man acting alone, driving at a high rate of speed, going around police barricades, purposely into a crowd of people, trying to kill as many people as possible. We do not know if that man has been arrested, if that man has been shot by officers who were returning fire after he shot them, or what may have transpired after he crashed his vehicle and then fired on those officers. So we don't know at this point. We are waiting to try and get more information from NOPD. They did not provide us with that.
Pistol or more of like a rifle. Witnesses described it more as a rifle-style automatic weapon who shot allegedly at these police officers. But as far as what may have happened, we're still trying to find out. It was chaos. People just said they heard multiple gunshots after the truck plowed through the crowd of people. So still gathering a lot more information. We know there's going to be a police briefing just in a couple of hours. I'm going to be there. I'll be sure to bring you much more information as soon as I get it, Michael.
Katie, I want to set the scene for our viewers. Bourbon Street. This happened around 3 a.m. New Year's Eve, New Year's morning. Tell us about what things were like leading up to this. I have to imagine there were hundreds, if not thousands, of people out there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a big holiday for New Orleans. You know, I grew up just a couple hours away in Mobile. Many people all across the Gulf Coast travel here to New Orleans to spend their New Year's here. So whether you're from Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, or even, you know, any of the other southern states or beyond, other countries, people come here to this iconic place to celebrate. You get this kind of Mardi Gras style.
Yep, still got more on it because we got to go into who he is. You basically know who this dude is now. Basically, like I said, he was trained by the Army. And again, that seems like it's always a bottom line possible case where we get the person here, they get like they're sitting here like a sleeper cell and they just turn into some crazy radical and do something like this.
And Tom, you and other correspondents just obtained a picture, and we want to show it. It's a picture of the suspect. What do we know about this man?
Yeah, so we know that this is a 42-year-old individual. You're looking at him right here as Shamsu Din Jabbar, 42 years old, born in the United States, has ties to the Houston area, former U.S. Army veteran, according to officials at the press conference. He was honorably discharged from the Army, has a very limited criminal history, misdemeanor traffic, that type of thing, so nothing as far as violent crime in the past. His past travel is certainly something that is being looked into. Did he travel to any countries that might be concerned to U.S. officials? Did he travel with anybody else? That's something that they're poring over now. Hope to have new reporting on that soon. So that's what we know about this person, but that photo from myself and good friend and colleague Jonathan Dienst, we're reporting on this together. That photo appears to be the individual that is responsible for what is becoming just such a horrific terrorist attack that you've been talking about all day in New Orleans, Kate.
Yeah. Tom, we talk about the suspect. I very much want to talk about those who've lost their lives here, those who are still injured. I'm looking at a statement from St. Thomas More Catholic High School mourning the loss of one of their own. This is just one of the individuals that we finally learned the name of. Tiger Beck is his name. Can you tell us any more about those?
Yeah, 15 people, and there's still like a lot of people injured when it comes down to this. So again, there's no such way that you're gonna tell me that this person is not a terrorist and this wasn't an act of terror, because that's the only thing that it could have been. And it sucks that it happened. And it makes me not want to go to places like this and like, you know, hang out, or like the other day when we were downtown in Times Square. It's like, it's okay to go at a certain time when they're like setting up. But once like these events are going on, that's when these crazy radicals try and go and make their statements. They try to make like their point. And I'm not going to be subject to somebody telling me that it's not terror, you know, because it is. I used to fight a lot. And I could always feel when I'm about to get into a fight. There's always something that happens, whether it's like somebody's looking at you funny, or maybe somebody threatened you earlier or whatever like that. So we get an idea of knowing, like, you know, we try to dodge it, but when we're younger, it's susceptible to possibly happen, especially where I'm from, right? I used to tell my friend, yo, I don't want to go over there because next thing you know, I'm going to get into a fight. No, you good, bro. Don't worry about it. Everything is okay. As soon as we walking up the block, boop, run right into it. Next thing you know, I'm in the fight. And he runs. After it's all over, I come back to wherever and I'm telling everybody, I told you that was going to happen. Yo, you know what? You were right. You know what? That's when I came up with the saying that I hate being right about the wrong. And if y'all ever hear somebody say that, they stole it from me. Because you have to define it. And I have to tell you the reason why I made it. I hate to be right about the wrong. Because if you're right about the wrong, you might have stepped in the or ate the And another one is you can't pour syrup on and make it pancakes. Because once you bite into it, it's still gonna be shh. So that's how we gonna break from the craziness that we just heard. We're gonna take a little bit of sayings and I'm gonna try to woosah. Because we gotta bring it right back up again. Because in Queens, we had a massive shooting. Luckily, nobody got killed or murdered. But Club Amazura, mass in the club, shot 30 times. People were at the front of the club. Next thing you know, the victims running around crazy. I'm trying not to say certain words, and I apologize. No patrol outside of the club. And now they want people like you and me, like I always say, after the fact, they're going to ask, please, can you guys help us locate these criminals? I'm telling you just like this. If you know that there's a club down the block, and you know that people are going to possibly go there and pow or something's going on, and it's a club setting, why don't you have the police there already? Like, why aren't they just posted up right there? Especially in times that we're in right now. So Club Amazura, yes, 10 people were actually shot outside the club. And they don't know they ate from their elbow.
Out-of-state plates. Officers responding to the where they entered a light-colored sedan with out-of-state plates. Officers responding to the multiple 911 calls found a total of 10 victims, 6 females, 4 males, which were taken to area hospitals. All of the victims are expected to recover with non-life-threatening injuries. The public has been very instrumental in the recent weeks to help us capture dangerous individuals like these 4 men. We ask the public, if you see something, say something, and call our Crime Stoppers tip line. All calls are confidential. That's 1-800-577-TIPS, 1-800-577-TIPS. I will now take a few questions.
After the fact. Again, New York, after the fact, no patrol, nobody watching, nothing that's going on. And what did they do again? Can you guys please help us locate these criminals? They need to cut us a check at this point. We can't go on the train, can't go nowhere at nighttime, can't enjoy yourself. So what are they really trying to tell you in New York? Get out of here. Don't even think about coming here to have no fun or nightlife or nothing to eat or nothing like that. Everywhere we go, it just seems to be constant knuckleheads, constant crap going on. And it's not fair to people like you and me that just want to hang out. Again, everybody, Happy New Year. Hope everybody's doing good. If you like the content, please share and subscribe. Like. It only takes 2 taps on the screen to like the content. Hello, Jonathan. Elms Rock, our government's responsible. Triple J, what inspired you to look like Wesley Snipes? Okay, Nori, the whole sleeper agent. NDRE, the whole sleeper agent angle seems like a stretch, man. Why would you say that? Ad Victorium, what up, Ad? Do you think this has Israel, Hamas in connection? U.S. supporting for Israel? I don't know, but it could be anything. And I thought earlier, you know what? Because somebody up there just said the whole other one is a stretch. I thought like real kind of crazy and said to myself, this could be the thing. And next thing you know, it's somebody from Texas. So the person that was up there that said, I'm probably stretching, you might be right. You might be right. We all might be stretching because we don't know. We don't know. It says Putin and Trump. Vic Morrison, the Bullocks was not the Bullocks was not up. The Bullocks was not up. Okay, we got Trump was in there, but it was a picture. Encore. Good citizen Wesley Snipes is back. Joseph on spot, brother. Said hi. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing, everybody? We're going to keep it going. I blame the alcohol on the social drama when going out. You think clearer, sober. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Jake Jervis, I blame the alcohol. I sell alcohol and I deal with a lot of people. Like I used to be a superintendent and people used to come home drunk and you had to stay sober, to watch this stuff go on, especially if it's a private building. You don't even see the same person that left. If you're a doorman and that person leaves to go out, the person that comes back, you don't see or recognize that person because it's almost not the same person. So you're right, Jake. What's up? Hi, bro. Zlav. We are tapping in from. We are tapping in from. Vic Morrison, 50 people this week and just got shot in Chicago. Yes. Wyatt OD. What's up? Vic Morrison. Not much outrage about that. You're right about that. Why does this dude look like the suspect? And why do you gotta leave? Boop. Thought that was meta world peace. Rich, you funny. It's just started. TLC said, hi, what's up, TLC? Darrell, it's crazy how we did this and he was an Army veteran or something, right? Ain't that crazy? What's up, Jim? Jersey, what's up, Jersey? ATF out here harassing law-abiding citizens over pistol grips, but this guy can build hundreds of pipe bombs without setting off some kind of notice. Douglas, I'm from Oklahoma. Nah, you got the channel today. Hi from, new to your channel today. Hi from Sanga TX. Tap in, y'all. Tap in. How everybody doing? California. Everybody, it only take 2 taps on the screen to give your boy some love. Let's keep the content going. I just said all y'all stuff. Want to make sure you guys were covered. I got to show love to the fam and everybody that's here because without y'all, this ain't no fun. I actually love doing this just because I know that y'all gonna come and I know that we're gonna be able to share information. Now let's check out this evil knucklehead who thought it was okay to blow up a Tesla in front of Trump Tower. I don't know what he was thinking about. He's trying to send a message, but I don't think the message is going to actually take. The sad part about it is someone actually lost their lives on both sides of this. On both sides of this. The driver that drove up and the person that was in front of Trump Tower. Crazy, crazy. Like Uncle Murder said, crazy.
Monitoring these developments out of Las Vegas, US authorities launching a terror investigation after Tesla Cybertruck exploded outside a hotel owned there in the Strip by incoming President Donald Trump. 1 person has died and 7 people were injured in the blast. Surveillance footage that has circulated on social media, it was shown during that police press conference as well, shows that very moment there that the Tesla Cybertruck exploded at 8:39 a.m. local time. Smoke poured out of the electric vehicle as it pulled up. It was there for about 10 to 15 seconds, police said, before the explosion outside the front doors there at the Trump International Hotel. A line of people were exiting the building. First responders were at the scene as well. The person inside the truck died during the explosion. Police yet to confirm the identity of that individual. More security are on standby at the moment for any potential acts of copycats or any sort of other terror incident that might take place.
I have authorized what we call an ABX roster to continue for the next 2 days, which is my New Year's Eve staffing plan of over 1,000 officers, both in our community neighborhoods as well as on the Strip and downtown, in partnership with all of the other law enforcement agencies, City of Las Vegas Marshals, North Las Vegas Henderson, just to ensure that even if we had a copycat or somebody else wanted to go up and conduct an attack.
Given the timing of these 2 events, authorities are investigating any potential link between what's happened in Las Vegas and what happened there in New Orleans. There was questions at the press conference to law enforcement about the fact that these 2 vehicles were both rented, both from the same company. But at this stage, the update was that seemed to be just a mere coincidence.
Again, I know better. I could smell it. I feel it. It's connected. Don't let them tell you it's not. But what I'm going to tell you to do is be careful, especially when you're doing outings, when you're thinking about going around large crowds, especially when that place that you're going to is going to be televised or it's somewhat of like a staple. Because if you think about it, New Orleans during the Mardi Gras or the ball drop is a premier time when they can make their radical statements, right? And then at the same time, our new incoming president in front of Trump Tower with a Cybertruck. Come on now, Elon Musk, Cybertruck. We know the play. We're not stupid. That's why we come here, we get this information, and we make our own informative decisions.
Tesla founder Elon Musk, as we know, very close to incoming President Donald Trump, he posted on social media, his platform X today, saying that it appears likely to be an act of terrorism. He says both this Cybertruck and the F-150 suicide bomb in New Orleans were rented from Turo. That's that rental car company I mentioned. And he speculates perhaps that they are linked in some way. Mr. Musk has also written that the evil knuckleheads picked the wrong vehicle for a terrorist attack. Cybertruck actually contained the explosion and directed the blast upwards. Not even the glass doors of the lobby were broken.
I'm sorry. But come on now. This is, to me, this is the maraschino cherry on top. See, the tears came out, right? Because something good came out of this, right? Just the person that was inside the truck got his blasted. You know what I'm saying? So look, the evil knuckleheads picked the wrong vehicle for a terrorist attack. Cybertrucks actually contained the explosion and directed the blast upward. So it just lifted him or did whatever, right? Now we did see the windows of the Cybertruck blow out, but we didn't see the doors of the Cybertruck blow out, right? And I don't know if the lady that ran was able to get away. I don't want to keep playing that part of the footage, but if this is true, it definitely backfired on what they were planning on doing as far as their mission statement. And to me, I'm feeling happy. And just so you wonder why I'm laughing, I'm just happy that the people on the street or nobody around got hurt. So I'm just overjoyed with happiness from that. Not like I'm some crazy maniac that's over here laughing at an explosion going on. So you guys understand what I'm talking about.
And that's the very point that Las Vegas authorities had been making. The fact that this was a Cybertruck prevented the explosives actually doing further damage into the interior of the hotel. Vegas authorities confirming that both Mr. Musk and Donald Trump have aided the investigation so far.
I have to thank Elon Musk specifically. He gave us quite a bit of additional information in regards to how the vehicle was locked after it exploded due to the force of the nature of the force from the explosion, as well as being able to capture all of the video from the Tesla charging stations across the country. And he sent that directly to us. So I appreciate his help.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to do something like that in Elon Musk's car? He got your fingerprints. So yeah, you tried to make a statement, but they got video, they got everything. So now we wait, we see who actually did this, what the content comes from. But I think it's all linked. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think it's all linked. What do you guys think? We got a great question to ask right now, and I'm going to ask you guys to put your answer in the comments. What do you think? Do you think this is all linked? Do you think it's a T attack? Do you think that it's just random acts that are going on? I don't think so. I think it has more to do with the incoming administration, and they're trying to make a mark. They're basically trying to make a statement in what's going on right now. And they're doing it in very strategic times and all orchestrated. Be smart. That's what we are. We smart. That's what we are.
Attention is also now turning to security at other major events that are coming up in the United States. We are just 2 weeks or so away from Donald Trump's inauguration in Washington, D.C. They're also, New Orleans will be playing host to the Super Bowl in early February.
Yeah, and like the other day when I was down on Times Square, you couldn't go 7 blocks. You couldn't even walk 7 blocks towards where the ball was at. You had to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning in order to be over by the ball down on Times Square. 9 o'clock a.m. in order for you to be able to actually be over there because everything was shut down. They were steering people for 4 blocks in the 4-block radius. Actually 7 blocks from 40th to 47th Street almost.
His concern for the actual inauguration, that's a national security event.
Okay, we do see these flames, and as per what he was saying, to be honest, the flames are going up. Glass doors are not broken. So, at least we got one truth out of it. We got the glass doors not broken over there, y'all. Them glass doors are not broken. And the flames are shooting straight up. Don't trust Musk. Sounds fishy. Watermelon hat. Y'all should go get one at the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Lil Scrub said a Cybertruck fire outside a Trump hotel. Yeah, not fire, but blown up with somebody in it, like on a T attack. You know what I'm talking about. You know what's going on here. It's all orchestrated. They're trying to lie to us to make us not nervous, which I appreciate. But I think the American people would rather be aware of what's going on so that we know that what we're walking into.
Thing that we have possibly that can be rolled out, and those people think outside the box will be there. What I'm concerned about are the events like we saw last night. So during the inauguration, they have all these inauguration balls. Those are going to be targets. We have different bowl games coming up. The Super Bowl coming up. The Super Bowl is not just one game. It's a week of all these different things going on, and to an extent where an entire city is consumed by events around the Super Bowl. That's a soft target. That's a concern.
We're
All right, so
also monitoring these.
this is what got me angry about this, because I'm thinking about Kamala Harris and I'm thinking about, what's his name? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. The reason I say this is because they're responsible for this border being this weak. They're responsible for our government being looked at like we're peons. They're responsible because of what's going on right now. You cannot blame Trump. You can blame him for whatever he did in the past and getting mad at him or grab him by the pee or whatever like that. But you understand who is the president right now, and the current administration is supposed to be dealing with this instead of chilling out overseas on the beach somewhere and writing pardons to your son, Hunter Biden, and trying to pad up situations so that y'all fat for the rest of your lives while we suffer, bringing in all of these migrants and stuff like that so that you can replace the working class people like me and my people. Nah, we ain't going for it. We're not stupid. We know what's up. So now we weak and we're already penetrated. Already penetrated. They're already here and now they're activating. Let's be real about it.
Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm here to give you a brief update on what occurred on Las Vegas Boulevard this morning. As you know, we just had our New Year's Eve event where we successfully protected the city, where over 400,000 people were here last night. And that changed this morning at about 8:40 when a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck pulled into the area valet of the Trump International Hotel. Very quickly thereafter that, the driver, who was the sole occupant of the truck, we saw what looked like maybe some sort of smoke, and then the truck exploded. Smoke was coming from inside of the truck after we noticed the flash and the explosion, and I'm going to show you that first video. That's the Cybertruck parked right in front of the doors. Can you play that again, Carlos?
I'm talking about.
So the individual that was in that truck is
powerful
obviously
blast.
deceased. Still in the truck as we speak here today. Our fire department folks, Engine 12, a number of others, you'll hear from one of the fire chiefs here in just a moment, arrived very quickly, along with my officers.
So yeah, y'all, I don't care what nobody's saying. No random acts. This is actually happening. We got this. This is going on by design. This is happening by design. I'm telling you that right now. This is not random. Because also they're looking at it like, let's do all of this stuff before he gets into office. Let's make our statements. Let's make our mark right now. That's what's going on. I'm telling you. All right, we got more. I told you it's a 9-piece banger today. So now we got North Korea. What's this guy's name? Kim Jong-un or Xi Jinping? I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know how to say your name. Lucky I'm over here because you might get mad. I don't know how to say your name. So this guy right here, he's basically saying, not so fast to Trump. We're not going to be so easy when it comes down to our nuclear stuff and being so cool with y'all. South Korea, China, and everybody like that, they coming at us. So you know what? We're going to keep on doing what we're doing. So I don't know why everybody's being so hard to deal with, so upfront and so challenging right now when it comes down to President Trump and the incoming administration. But we got some pushback going on right now that I think that you guys need to hear about because it affects us. And as long as it's information that affects us that we can pull and bring in and we can talk about, I think we need to talk about it. I think we do. Check this out.
Growing hostility from North Korea, Kim Jong-un vowing to unleash what he calls the toughest anti-American policies ahead of President Trump's second term. Let's bring in General Jack Keane. My pleasure, sir. It's great to be with you. We appreciate your insights all year long. And here we are on the cusp of a new year and a second Trump administration. I have to say, President Trump had this kind of a romance going with Kim Jong-un for a while, the first U.S. president to step into North Korea. They talked about the love letters and their relationship. And, is the romance over already before it's yet to begin again?
Well, it ended in 2019 when President Trump walked out of the negotiations that were taking place in Hanoi. And then it was as a result of those negotiations, and the Trump administration realized that President Jong-un was all talk. He was not going to walk away from his nuclear program. And as a result of that, we pretty much broke off any thought that some nuclear deal was going to be made.
Then Biden came in. This guy realized that the government was weak, and he kept on building and building and building and building. And then South Korea joined with China, and they got stronger. And he said, you know what? I got to keep on building, because these other guys that's around me, they can just join forces together and take over. So hell with what he's talking about. Yeah. Bottom line, let's get to it. Bottom line, that's what's happening. Just like on the street, yo, I got to keep my block right. I don't care what y'all talking about. So this is what's going to happen. Period.
Yeah, I mean, when President Trump took power, Jun was testing, if you recall, ballistic short-range missiles, some long-range missiles, and then developed, as you indicated, a very conciliatory tone. This time he has a confrontational tone. I think he recognizes that he's competing with a war in Ukraine, a war in the Middle East, and China's aggression in the Pacific. He's competing for attention, and likely that's what he's trying to get here. And what is he really after? He wants to be accepted as a nuclear power, as the other nuclear powers in the world are accepted by the international community. And then he wants...
So again, we got weak. Everybody said, you know what? Why not go to war now? It's just like if the security guard leave Walmart or Best Buy. You think people ain't going to go in there and steal flat screen TVs and everything that's in there? If it's not protected, it's going to be taken. Bottom line. We got a homeowner who was shot and killed by a man he recently kicked out in Houston. So he basically kicked this dude out the crib, told him, look, you ain't paying no rent. I'm going to need you to get your stuff and get up out of here. This guy decided he didn't want to do that. And in turn, he came back in Houston and he decided he wanted to turn up the volume a little bit. And that's what he did. So here we go. Houston. Y'all acting up out there too.
Witness News starts now.
Ahead at 11, a deadly shooting inside a home in northwest Harris County. Deputies tell us the gunman had just been kicked out. The killer is still on the run this morning. Good morning, I'm Courtney Carpenter. The shooting happened in the Greenwood Forest neighborhood at a home off Pebble Springs early this morning. That's where we find ABC 13's Chaz Miller.
This is a scene that's been out here for hours. Law enforcement said they first got the call just after midnight, but they were only recently able to get a search warrant to get the investigation underway. World champion told us he lived on this street for 2 years. What he saw when he walked outside this morning wasn't anything he'd seen here before.
I've never seen nothing like that. This neighborhood been good.
But it's looked like this all morning long. According to a sergeant with the Harris County Sheriff's Office, it was the Precinct 4 Constable's office who first arrived here just after midnight.
There was a shooting that occurred. There was one adult male that had been shot. The male could not be saved.
We first learned of this when Sheriff Ed Gonzalez went to X, posting that a male had recently been kicked out of this home, but returned last night. He wrote that an argument took place, the homeowner was shot, and the man who pulled the trigger took off.
We're still trying to determine whether this was a murder, was it self-defense. So we'll definitely need to eventually talk to the shooter as well.
We were told several people stay here, ranging in age from teenagers to adults. Some family, some friends.
Still interviewing multiple people, trying to figure out exactly who everybody was. But what I can say is that usually when the holidays, once Thanksgiving, Christmas is upon us, things like this are more common.
That's why I like January 2nd, because people can't make excuses to keep on saying the holidays. Because I do business, and the majority of the time when you're trying to do business with people, they do stuff like, oh, after the holidays, we'll be able to talk about it. So January 2nd, I get such a hard on, excuse my French. Why? Because you can't blame the holidays anymore. Trust me, people still talking about they can't do business because of 9/11. People will make up all types of excuses of why they can't do business or why they can't do stuff with you. But to this accord right here, when it comes down to Houston, you got a disgruntled person that came back and shot the homeowner. That's somebody that probably you're used to staying there. All of a sudden you're getting kicked out. You probably said, you know what? I ain't got nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. And he was tight, mad. Said, you know what? Pow, pow. So again, around the holidays, you guys got to really be careful in your decisions, who you argue with, what's going on. There's people that's broke. There's people that can't buy gifts. And to a lot of people, that's majorly important. So you got to be careful with your words and your choices and when you deal with people. Happy New Year. Be safe, y'all. Chad C. What's up, Justin? Big Dog. What's popping? Hifty Long at Problem Solver. I wonder why. Scott Brown, yes, the homeless see everything. Big Dog, what's up? What's up, Problem Solver? What's up, Robert? What's up, Big Dog? I see Super Cleep. I'm lost. Why is the president tagged in the title? Trump Tower. Trump Tower. Also, the situation I just talked about with Kim Jong-un not trying to hear anything about him when he comes in with the new administration and he tries to negotiate to get them not to make their nuclear bombs. So he's not trying to hear nothing Trump got to say. So that's the reason why he's in the title. All right? Now let's keep it going. We got like one or two more. Do Kwon. This is a fugitive for cryptocurrency. He stole $40 billion and he just got caught. 40 billion, y'all. So this comes down to all of you crypto guys, everybody that wants to spend money on crypto, cyber, and all of that stuff. And I don't know if you guys know about this person, Do Kwon. He's a crypto fugitive, and it made sense to do something reporting on it. It's a really short story. I thought that you guys might be interested. Do Kwon has been extradited to the US over $40 billion crash. That's him right here, Do Kwon. He's a South Korean man accused of being responsible for the cryptocurrency crisis, which cost investors $40 billion. He's finally been extradited to the US. Do Kwon was the boss of Terraform, which operated two cryptocurrencies, Terra USA and Luna. I remember Luna. Anybody get taken by Terra or Luna? This is the guy that did it, Do Kwon. He's the one that shut it down and created the crash so that all your money could be gone and taken away from you. $40 billion. Okay, Do Kwon was the boss of Terraform, which operated two cryptocurrencies, Terra USA and Luna, both of which collapsed in 2022, sparking a wider sell-off of the crypto market. So this affected the entire crypto market. The US says he was responsible for the coin's failure, accusing him of orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar crypto asset securities fraud. Kwon fled to South Korea after a warrant for his arrest was issued, eventually ending up in Montenegro, where he's now extradited from the following lengthy legal battle. He was previously found guilty of forging documents by a Montenegro court, having been arrested, and he was attempting to board a plane to Dubai in March. So yeah, they got him. He's been sent to the US, and it says brings to an end a legal proceeding that lasts more than 18 months. $40 billion. I got my money out of crypto. Last time I had money in crypto, it just took me too long to get it back. I said, you know what? I'm not going down like that, especially when you got people like that can fake coins and make all of this stuff up, and you got your money sitting there. You don't know when you're going to get it back. So I'm good with crypto, y'all. That's enough. No crypto for me. I'd rather go outside and sell some sodas or some waters on the side of the bridge. All you other guys, y'all might be good at it. Good luck. And I'm happy that you win in doing it. But me, I'm just not good at it. So, and doesn't mean that you have to be good at everything. Be good at what you're good at. I'm good at what I'm good at. You guys be good at what you're good at. And with that being said, I made it. And I appreciate you guys so much for hanging in there with me, for waiting for the clips, for all of the intermediate stuff, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be able to do this. And like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here, I appreciate you. I would really appreciate if you could tap the screen right now with me. Give me a fist bump real quick. Give me a fist bump real quick, y'all. Tap, tap, come on. Boop, boop. Tap the screen real quick, everybody. Boop, boop. Reason I say it is because I'm about to get out of here, but like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Get yourself a 4-pack, raspberry, grape, lemon, 14% alcohol by volume, y'all. Got to be 21 and older to do that, though. You're only going to need one can. pick up some merch. Let your boy know you've been over there. Go and pick up the watermelon hat like somebody made a joke of over there. But like I said to y'all, I appreciate y'all. I love you. I do this for y'all. I hope y'all like the show. Comments is popping. Love being here. So until the next time, which is tomorrow, like I always tell y'all, you could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Get 'em! 1.